I'm Jade. Welcome to the Hungry Vegan channel. Today I want to talk to you about the million-dollar question everybody seems to want to know. How many calories do I need to consume as a raw vegan? Well, let's start a little bit further back than that. For generations, we have been brainwashed by the diet industries into believing to actually lose weight, we must starve ourselves by reducing our energy intake. From cabbage diets to high protein diets, shake diets and calorie controlled point plan programs where you can eat everything you like as long as it fits into your budget. Yes, you do lose weight on these programs. If you reduce your calories, of course it's going to create an energy deficit in your body and you will lose weight. I know this personally because I have lost this way plenty of times. The last time I lost all my weight that way, I kept it off for 2 years before I allowed it to creep back on. I would fill my body with dreadful chemicals, whey protein powders, diet products, diet drinks full of caffeine just to keep me going. Sometimes I would drink up to 10 to 12 cans of Pepsi Max or Diet Cola per day, all to have energy and stay super slim, which I was. I was tiny, smaller than I am now. I constantly had anxiety. I had dreadful insomnia. Not surprisingly, I was so wired on caffeine. I was exercising like a crazy woman and I was just so exhausted. Something had to give, and it always does. I was binge eating at least 1 day per week. One time I binged up to 10 hours. Can you imagine binging that long? I did. I just sat there and ate and I couldn't stop myself. I was just going through the cupboard more and more and just eating more and more. I eventually decided to give up the Diet Cola drinks, and then the binging became more and more frequent as I didn't have the caffeine to give me that false energy. I was working for one of the largest weight loss companies in the world. I had their energy deficit plan down pat. I knew all the tricks of how to stretch my budget further, but just like every other leader, we all secretly struggled. Over and over, I watched women cry tears of frustration and desperation. I was seeing up to about 600 women a week and a few men. Statistically, only 5% of people ever lose weight this way, and these companies know it. The rest of them do what I call float, a kilo off 1 week and a kilo back on the next. Then of course they're the ones who just give up straight away or just fail because they just cannot sustain it. All these women were managing jobs, children, household duties, exercise and whatever else was in their hectic timetable. It certainly does take its toll. When you are trying to squeeze your regular meals into portion controlled meals, it doesn't leave you with much energy. But that's the slogan of these programs. You eat whatever you like. Just fit it into your program. No deprivation here. But they may not have been depriving their taste buds, but they certainly were depriving their bodies. I, at this stage, didn't really understand this. I too was brainwashed into believing this is the way to lose weight and this is the way to do it. Surely these big companies wouldn't lie to us. I'd scratch my head. Why is this happening? Why can't their weights come off and stay off? And this is when I started thinking, surely this way of dieting just isn't working. The world is getting bigger and bigger and sicker. In the Western world, over 60% of people are overweight or obese. So many of these people put themselves on the weight loss merry-go-round, looking for quick fix answers to their long-term weight problems. never finding the true key to success, becoming complacent in the fact that they either need to be on a diet or they stay overweight. So, what happens when we restrict calories from our bodies? Firstly, we need to understand that even when we are sleeping, our bodies require a certain amount of energy. Our bodies perform hundreds and hundreds of activities at any given time, and our bodies need fuel to perform these functions. When our body doesn't have fuel, it has no choice but to take from ourselves. I know what you're thinking. That's good, isn't it? That's the idea. Create an energy deficit and all my fat will be drawn upon and I will be gorgeous in that new 2 sizes smaller dress in no time. Well, that is what the weight loss industry has led us to believe for years. So, where does your body draw from when we undereat? Your bones, muscle and organ tissues. You may lose weight, but at what price to your health? This becomes clearly evident in ketosis style diets. They're your high protein diets. You are sacrificing your bones and your vital living organs, all for weight loss. Eating this way also slows down your metabolism. It slows it down by about 15%. So when you stop eating this way because you can't sustain your diet anymore, guess what happens? You guessed it, the weight comes back on, and not only does the weight come back on, guess what else comes? More weight. I've seen it thousands and thousands of times. Today I educate people in healthy, sustainable living. Whether you eat cooked food or raw, I coach both. As I have discussed, we can all lose weight when we don't eat enough. I call it starving. But to create healthy, lifelong habits and keep your weight off for life, this is what true health and sustainability is about. Now, according to the World Health Organization, a daily diet less than 1,800 calories for a woman and 2,100 calories for a man is starvation. So, we need to be aiming for a minimum of 1,800 or 2,100 calories for a male each day. Now, when we include extra activities into our day, we need to be adding more fuel into our body in order for our body to sustain healthy living. This is why I only coach and recommend a whole foods plant-based diet. You will never be truly healthy and you will always struggle with your weight loss as long as you include animal products in your diet. I recommend low fat, low protein with no use of oils, and of course no animal products because they are full of fat. I also recommend some form of exercise. Obviously, the more intense you do, the better results. But for your average person who says, oh, I don't want to exercise, I recommend at least 1 hour per day walking and 3 times a week dedicating to strength training. And you can either do that with those sort of bands you can get, or you can go to a gym and you can use their strength training room, or you can obviously go out to any classes and do strength training, or just go and get some hand weights and have a look on Google and see what you can find in the way of strength training. But it's important that we build lean body muscle. In fact, did you know that lean body muscle burns 70% more calories than body fat? Now that in itself is a reason to get that muscle built. Now also do remember if you do exercise intensely, which of course the harder you exercise, the better results you're going to have. But please ensure you eat enough to sustain your energy. For me personally, when I was eating cooked food, I ate about 1,800 to 2,000 calories, and now I'm eating as a fully raw vegan, I'm eating 2,500 calories. I have an abundance of energy, and I have slowly and sustainably been losing weight and measurements eating this way. Many people have asked me, shouldn't I just listen to my hunger signals? I'd say yes and no to this. If you are new to this lifestyle and you are filling your belly very quickly and you're eating next to nothing, and believe me, I've seen some photos where I've gone, no, that's not enough. It is imperative that we eat enough in order to receive all the vital nutrients that your body needs to function. So, I would suggest when you're new to this lifestyle, once you understand your body and you understand how much your body needs and you've trained your body and whatever, you won't need all this system. But for new people, I honestly believe it's imperative that you gain an understanding as well of the calories and the energy content of each fruit or vegetable that you eat. So download the Calorie Counter app, MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, and set the macros at 80% carbs, 10% protein and 10% fat. And also reset the calories, because it'll set you down at some ridiculously low amount. So a maximum of 1,800 for women, and a minimum of 1,800 for women. The maximum, you'll work that out with the amount of exercise and whatever else that you may need. If you're still hungry at 1,800, eat 25. As I said, I eat 2,500 calories and I'm losing weight. For women, and a minimum of 2,100 for men. And I can bear witness to the plant-based lifestyle that it is extremely healthy. I have got so much energy. My skin is healthy. Your weight does come off. You do not struggle as long as you listen to all the things that I've been saying. Don't expect miracles overnight. I still hear people say, oh, I thought I would have looked like this within a week. No, your body's got to heal. Your body's got to get rid of all the toxic waste and whatever else that you've put into it over the years. And especially if you've come from a body of restriction, you expect that you may put on a little bit of weight at first. If you've been having 1,000 calories a day or 1,200 calories a day, or even ridiculous, I know some people have 700 or 800 calories a day, and all of a sudden you put yourself up to 1,800, your body is going to gain weight. It's going to hold on to those nutrients because it's going to say, oh my God, there's food. And it's going to store them because our brain is developed to say, I need to protect you. So it's going to store that food. But allow your body to adjust and say, hang on, she keeps feeding me this way. And once your body realises it keeps feeding you this way, I promise you the weight's going to come off and it's going to stay off. And that's what everybody's after. I know as a woman that's what I want, and I'm sure men are the same. But that's what I want. I don't want to be struggling, crying at scales, or, one week I fit into these jeans and then the next week they're in the pile of they don't fit me anymore. I hate that. That's not living. And I don't want to live in a world where I have to be on diet products and caffeine products in order to be slim. I want to be able to eat. I want to have energy. I want to live my life and do the things that I need to do. And I want to be happy within my life. And believe me, this lifestyle will do it. Now, I have a support group if you're interested in it. It's for raw vegans. If you're interested, it's called Raw Vegan Fruitarians for Life. I will have the link in the description. Please join it. It's a great support group for anybody who's interested in raw living, and you'll learn a lot more on there. If you like my video, give it the thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.